lots of questions lined up for you from everybody here in the studio. We've also got some questions lined up on the phones as well. People have been ringing in to ask you questions. But let's start with one from the floor first of all. We've got a question from Maria Furman. Maria, where are you?
Part as the Phantom.
I was the ugliest actor in London at the time. But I think it was because it was Andrew Lloyd Webber who'd come to see Barney, and he had heard me sing in another show called Flowers for Algernon, which was far more a singing role than Barnum in a way, and I had to sing out a lot more in that, in a different style. And so he asked me to come along and try some of the stuff that he'd written for Phantom, and I tried it, and he was quite happy, only quite, but then I worked on it, and slowly, as with everything, if you practice enough, it should get better, and hopefully it did, and that's when he asked me to do it then. We have a question on the telephone now, but we haven't actually... No, hello. Opposite side of the studio. If you'd like to pick up your telephone, sir, we have a call on the phone. It's line 5.
Hello?
Who's that?
Kirsty.
Kirsty. Hi, Kirsty. Would you like to ask your question to Michael?
How do you act so funny and so serious and everything, and what do you really like?
Gosh. Well, to act funny in some things is one of the hardest things I've ever played was Frank Spencer, because you can't just sort of become that character. It's very involved character. He's hopefully very real, so that you care about him and you worry for him. Sometimes he'll irritate you too much, it's very probable. But he's not someone that you can just do in a flash. It's a character study, which is the same as Phantom is a character study, and all those things take a long time to just get into. It's part of acting, I suppose. I mean, of course, there are a lot of things about me that will remind you maybe when you look at Frank Spencer, like when I laugh, I've got a distinctive kind of laugh or a giggle. I can't help that, and so as soon as I do that, people say, you see, it's just like Frank. But I don't think I'm too much like him. I mean, we're all clumsy at some point or other, aren't we? Kirsty, thank you very much indeed for your call. I hope that answers it. Very comprehensive answer. Thank you very much.
Let's go to Alan Bradshaw now. Where's Alan? There you are, Alan.
How did you get into show business?
Well, actually, I was a choir boy, and I couldn't sing that well as a choir boy, so what they used to ask me to do was, I looked quite good because I had freckles and fair hair, and I was small, so they used to have me carrying the cross in the front, and asked me to mime rather than sing, because I didn't look so good. I mean, I looked all right, but I couldn't sing so well. And so when anything went wrong, I was the sort of butt for the trouble, and I was not... I was sort of funny in school, and I had lots of friends in the class until authority walked in, and then I didn't have a friend in the place, because they always come in and say, who's been there? And everyone turns around and says, it was him. So that's really how I got in. I ran away from school and had nothing else that I was good at. Back to the telephones now. And who do we have on the telephone now? Line 4, Kevin. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Kevin. Would you like to ask your question?
Yeah. Would you still do Frank Spencer if you were offered it off the part and tell you again?
Well, Kevin, I think I have been asked to do it again, but it's not something that I really think I could do again, because the last we only ever made 20 shows, and I believe that they're starting to run the very original ones again next Tuesday on BBC One. I was sort of quite proud of those, and as it went on, it got more and more difficult to play, because the last sort of 5 became, in a way, slightly caricature of the character in the first place. I can't explain that too easily, but the older the character got, the less sympathetic I think the audience would become with him. When he's fairly young, the young are allowed to make mistakes. The older you get, I don't think you're allowed to make that many mistakes without it becoming too idiotic for words. So I don't think it would be right for me to do it again. Thank you. However much I enjoy doing it, I might say. I mean, I'd love to, because I giggle at that.
You're just a bit busy to do it, actually, recently, then, haven't you?
A bit busy lately, yes.
We've got a question now from Anna Cheeseman. Anna. Do you ever get nervous before doing a performance?
Oh yes, I mean this morning I was terrified, and I am now. I think it's only right that you do get nervous. You should be. The adrenaline should run for everything you do in life that's important. It happens when you have exams at school. You're nervous. It's right that you're nervous. If you go into anything and you're overconfident or you're arrogant, I don't think it works too well. It's not attractive anyway, but it doesn't work as well as having nerves about something. You should care enough. You must care.